What useless skill do you absolutely dominate? Pogo stick. I used to use it as a mode of transportation when I was a kid. Meaning I would hop all around my neighborhood at a whopping 0.2 miles an hour feeling like fucking beast. I can run really fast on my hands and feet. It has never come in handy. Programming names into bowling lane consoles. I'm still undefeated in the game where you have to say an animal that starts with the last letter from the animal the other player said. You keep doing that till someone gives up because he doesn't know more animals. Nobody beats me at this shit. Edit. Holy shit, this blew up. Guys, I'm undefeated in my native language, Dutch. In English I am probably not as good. Whistling to get my dog's attention. If there are other dogs within 2 blocks, I get their attention too. Remembering phone numbers. It was far more impressive before smartphones. Not so useful nowadays. When passing out papers to a group of people, I can flick the paper in a straight line up to 6 feet. It amazes kids. It's also really fun to hit them in the head with a sheet of paper. Tongue twisters. Can't talk for shit normally, but I can say all the crazy shit. Recognizing the voices of actors and actresses when they are doing voiceovers. It has never been useful and never will be. I can do impersonations very well. That's why I'm unemployed. When I was in high school I read some novel in which the woman admires the hero because he has a habit of throwing his keys over his shoulder and catching them behind his back. I practiced and learned to do it pretty easily. But I never had the confidence to do it casually in front of women. Or anyone really. I can juggle all kinds of things, including fire and machetes. Fun fact, juggling machetes are really expensive but real machetes can be much cheaper. Fun extra danger factor. Folding fitted sheets. It seems to amaze people. I can bark like a dog, surprisingly well. I can do different sizes and pitches too. It's fun but very annoying to do at the dog park. I can make realistic fart sounds with my neck. Not sure if I dominate this skill as I never met a competitor. I can make broken things work one more time when they are not needed. Dislocating my joints at will. My illness may be chronic but my party tricks are iconic. Remembering absolutely useless shit. I wiggle my ears at an Olympic level. Chicks dig it, or so I tell myself. Making up terrible puns on the spot. Enjoying hobbies that are terrible for monetizing. I can parallel park so damn good. I remember when I took my driver's test how easy it was, and I stopped being nervous. Ever since then friends or family members I ride with, even if I'm not driving and they find a parallel parking spot no matter how snug but manageable they make me do it. I'm decent at many things, but parallel parking is a skill I have maxed out for some reason. Being confident, but only in my room alone. I can name the location of every country in the world on a map. No one cares though. Cracking my joints. I can throw a closed fan and catch it open. Good use of my free time. I never did this trick in front of anyone, and I'm not shy, I just know it's useless. Pretending that I'm working on my laptop even when I'm commenting on Reddit. Entangling things. I don't know why, but I can always untangle knots and tangled up necklaces. I only met my match once with a silver necklace. Edit. Wow, so many replies. Thanks for the awards too. I guess I thought it was useless since I only really did it for jewelry I never wear anyway, but wow. Network technicians, respect. In my early 20s, I had a time keeping talent that I can't explain to this day. I could go on without a clock for as long as an hour and a half and guess how much time passed down to the second with only a 5-second error margin. Unfortunately I stopped practicing at some point and eventually completely lost the skill. I can open a soda can really fucking loud. Winning fake argument scenarios with myself in the shower. I know the exact amount of time to microwave anything so that it is the perfectly warmed up. Picking things up with my toes. Edit. My first Reddit awards. I am pretty good at pen spinning and it is completely useless. Plugging in the USB key at first try. Staying up late when it really would be advisable if I went to bed at a sensible time. Dislocating my shoulder on command. I am the best at not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Identifying every current nation flag. The craned claw games. My son's room is filled with stuffies I got from them. Every time I go to laundromat my wife mutters, "Dear God, no more." I'm a pretty great Tetris player. I dominated the Tetris.com high scoreboards for a very long time. Edit, I can't believe a throwaway comment about Tetris blew up like this. I'm blown away. All of your suggestions really put a smile on my face. I'll definitely be looking into many of them. Knife juggling. I can bite Smarties into a perfect square before eating them, the sugar US Smarties and not the chocolate Smarties. Throw slippers off my foot and hit anyone. I remember most of my dreams. The oldest one I can remember was when I was 5. I can meow quite realistically to a point where I've had people look over to see if there was a cat nearby, but I don't think that's actually a skill. I can lick my elbow and say my alphabet backwards. Why? I have no fucking idea. I can control my laptop's scroll pad with my toes feet so I don't have to sit up to complete simple tasks, can even highlight multiple files. Bending my fingers in interesting ways. Blur the vision of my eyes at will. I can pour exactly 7 pills from a bottle around 70% of the time in under like 2 seconds and, less frequently, I can get 14 or even 21 exactly, and #X200B. I take a lot of medication. Writing song parodies. Spelling. I can spot a spelling error on any page anywhere in just seconds. Nobody cares because they just use spellcheck or they just don't give a damn anyway. Being able to burp on command. Anytime someone burps near me, I'll unleash a thunderous belch to show dominance. I seem to be great at making people I like angry with me. Drinking lying down. Not completely useless. I can press buttons incredibly fast. No one likes to play Mario Party with me. I can shoot a ping pong ball, from my mouth, up to 15 feet with enough precision to hit you on the forehead 8/10 times. It's a shocking skill that I haven't had an organic opportunity to show off since college. I can also snap a towel so hard the corner tears and is capable of breaking skin. I was homeschooled and have never entered a locker room. I don't know where I learned that. Getting hurt in everything I do, even if it's getting up from a desk, lol. Thanks to the number of cats I own, I am a master at cleaning cat litter boxes. 0 to clean in less than 30 seconds a box. Being able to click on the right link without ever clicking on the clickbaity similar looking ad link. Cooking good food without testing the flavor. I know enough about spices, heat, and visual indicators that I can cook most dishes at home without ever having to check for flavor. It's actually really bad though. I'll cook for potlucks and gamble that people will enjoy my food. I get quite a rush seeing people take their first bite. I play drums. When it comes down to it, I'm just really good at moving my hands and feet at weird intervals. The ability to fake lag on Zoom. I can throw bite-sized food, grapes as my fav, over 20 feet high and catch it in my mouth. I never miss from under 10 feet. Hacky sack. In high school I could hacky up and down stairs on one leg while spinning in circles. Naturally I was a huge stoner, so I never passed up 420 volleys, but I probably could have easily gone into the thousands. I would challenge myself and see what the lowest number of kicks I could volley and still run the distance of a football field. My record was 12. I impress people with my ability to answer Jeopardy questions at home. Doesn't help me because I'm not even close to smart enough to actually be on the show, but I have an expanse knowledge of random useless stuff that would only show up in a Jeopardy category. That spinny coin drop game they used to have at Taco Bell. Finding a dirty joke in any sentence I hear. I am somehow innately good at brafala, but not similar games like Smash Bros. Getting people to tell me very personal things that I don't need to know about. For some reason people I don't even know tell me all types of life details. My wife says I should have been a psychoanalyst. I will run in to buy a gallon of milk at the convenience store, and when I come out I will tell my wife, "Hey, the hired a new guy named Larry. He is from Oregon, but grew up in NY. He has 2 sisters, but one he never talks to because when he was younger he was an addict and stole a bunch of stuff from her. She has never forgiven him. Anyway, he just moved here like 2 weeks ago and lives over in Winding Trails Apartments. Total coincidence, he lives right next to Sheila from work. Apparently she invited him over to join some friends for a cookout the first weekend he was here. Seems like a nice guy." Her response is, "You were in the store for 3 minutes. How the hell do you know all this stuff?" Me, I dunno. I just do. This happens all the damn time. If something drops that is impossible to catch quickly with my hands, I have an innate ability to catch it with my foot. I am baffled by my own foot catching superiority.